Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Man, so we all know Charlo's had their fights on PBC tonight. All the fights over. I watched everything, and I couldn't create my post-fight reaction video to the Jermell Charlo versus Tony Harrison fight right away. But I'm back in the house, and basically, man, just let me get straight to the point. I had to fight a draw. Simple as that. I had it to draw because it seems like, well, first it seemed like a lot of people went into the fight with the idea of we want Charlo to win, want Jermell Charlo to win. The expectation is for Jermell Charlo to win. And I felt like a lot of people's judgment is clouded. That's one thing. Two, I said in a few videos leading up to this that Jermell Charlo needs to watch out for Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is a skilled boxer. Every fight that he lost, he was outboxing his opponent. He just got caught by a more powerful guy, that being Willie Nelson and Jared Hurd. Three, watching Jermell Charlo in this fight, he was definitely in that ring trying to outdo Jared Hurd. Now, the things I noticed is Jermell definitely caught Harrison in the fight on multiple occasions, but he didn't have a consistent jab, and he missed a lot of punches. Now, I'm watching Harrison in this fight, and Harrison defense, I mean, not including the big shots that he got caught with, but Harrison defense was great in this fight. And he had a consistent jab. Jermell was not jabbing nowhere near as much as Tony Harrison. And I feel like a lot of people weren't taking that into consideration when it comes to the decision of this fight. Now, when I initially heard it, I had it a draw. I felt like it was, I don't feel like Harrison did enough to win the belt, but I don't feel like Jermell did enough to get the victory either. Now, it being a draw, or it going in Jermell's favor by one round, or it going in Harrison's favor. Either way, I was fine with that. Now, on top of that, you know, they keep talking about pressing the action. And a lot of people are not taking into consideration effective aggression and ring generalship. That's what the fight is scored on. Prime example, if you have a Floyd Mayweather or Erislandy Lara, they're outboxing their opponent and they're moving around, they're the general of that ring because they want that they want their opponent to follow them around. And even though Harrison was getting tired, he got caught with some big shots. He definitely had some wobbly legs at moments in the fight. He did a lot of great boxing. He consistently kept his jab out there. He threw a lot of feints. And he had Jermell Charlo. What I said leading up to this fight, Jermell Charlo is an overzealous fighter. He just wants to go for the knockout. And I always say, man, the thing about it is it should have been a draw. Jermell Charlo should have maintained his belt, but he shouldn't have got the W. That's how I feel about it. Tony Harrison getting the victory, I'm okay with that. I've been saying this for a long time now when it comes to Jermell Charlo. People want to talk about his power. He couldn't knock him down. He didn't knock Tony Harrison down. And he caught Harrison on numerous occasions. Everyone talk about Harrison not having a chin. He stayed up there. Harrison, he boxed Jermell Charlo. And I even said this in a previous video when I was talking about the John Jackson fight. See, this fight played out how the John Jackson fight, in my opinion, would have played out if John Jackson wouldn't have turned his head. But Tony Harrison, he stayed focused, he remained a professional, and he continued to box a smart fight. He wasn't trying to go for the knockout. That's all Jermell wanted. It wasn't there. He didn't learn from the Austin Trout fight, obviously, and he lost his title. That's just how I feel about it. Now, whatever's going to happen next with the whole Jared Hurd situation, I don't know. I do know that Tony Harrison definitely should give him a rematch. But do I think it's going to happen right away? Honestly, man, I have no idea. If Tony Harrison is going to go fight Jared Hurd, it is what it is. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. All I know is Jermell need to figure some shit out. And that's just my take on it, guys. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.